Need some help. Love the new Water Lily Edison, but have never owned an Edison pen. I like a smooth nib. Which one should I choose? Can you describe the Edison nibs a little bit? Thanks. Okay, well, Edison uses nibs made by Jowo in Germany. I have some first-hand experience with the number 6 Jowo nibs because they also make the Goulet number 6 nibs. So, love these nibs. I think they're fantastic. And in fact, when I was sitting down with Mike Masuyama, we got to talking about different nibs and Bach and Jowo and things like that. And he was complimenting Jowo for making really good nibs. And I mentioned Edison specifically, and he said that the Edison nibs are some of the best that he's used. So I thought that was kind of cool, especially as far as steel nibs go. So I thought that was kind of impressive that Mike specifically mentioned Jowo nibs being really good. So that was really kind of cool. They're going to be what Brian Gray of Edison calls smooth with a hint of feedback. I find that that's how they come from Jowo. Here at Goulet, we smooth them out just a little bit, just a touch, because we find that to be favorable. But, you know, honestly, they're going to be not scratchy in any way, but they're going to be smooth with just a little bit touch of resistance, so that when you are stopping, you kind of get a little bit of that drag, get a little bit of that feeling of, yes, there is a pen on this paper, as opposed to that slippy kind of gliding thing. Now, you can always smooth these things out yourself a little bit if you want to get some Mylar paper. You can get it glassy smooth. You really can if you want. But that's not how they come from Edison. So a lot of people like that, actually. There are definitely some people who want it as smooth and as slippery as possible. There's other people that really want a good amount of bite when they are writing with their pens. I find that most people want it more towards the smooth side with just a touch of that bite. So maybe like 80% smooth, 20% bite, if I had to give it a ratio. So an Edison kind of falls right in there, which I think is why they have such a good reputation. Just really works out nicely that way. So that is how I would describe it. I find their steel nibs to be a little bit on the wet side, not gushing, but they're definitely a true kind of European nib size. And you can check out in the Nib Nook, compare it to other nibs that are around. Their gold nibs are definitely wetter, like, and significantly broader. And the gold nibs have a bit of flex to them. You wouldn't necessarily want to use them as flex pens, but they are going to be rather soft and give you a bit of line variation. These steel nibs are pretty stiff. And that's what you're going to get kind of coming stock on it. Now, you can upgrade any of the Edison number 6s to an 18 karat gold nib, but I find that the steel nibs write fantastic, and unless you're looking specifically for a really wetter pen with some of that bounce in the nib, it's not going to be worth the, what is it, $125 upgrade to a gold nib. Your steel nib is going to be really, really good for you, and that, I think, will do it.